Good morning. It's Christmas time. Look at this. Got the fire going. I'm feeling really toasty right here. Are you?
I want to know how those poinsettias aren't wicked.
Good point. Yeah.
They,
Last Sunday we had our Christmas drama that we've been talking about over and over again, and finally came, and I really enjoyed that. Christmas, Out of the Box Christmas, I think it was called.
It was all right.
What were some of your highlights?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone did really well. Did the stage dry out yet? I'm just thinking from Asher's character, all that, right? Like
that was awesome. He really did that well.
He did it well. Yeah. It was equally awesome that people enjoyed it and appreciated it and responded well. And absolutely.
I think when you get so focused on learning the lines, doing the thing, I stand over here, I dance this, then they laughed at the beginning when they were first learning the script. And then as time goes on, you kind of forget all that. And then you get in front of an audience, and then they did laugh.
They laughed, yeah.
I forgot. That's funny.
Yeah.
I actually have to give it a moment, right?
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of cool, too.
And he kind of grew in confidence with it, too, over the next few times.
I think.
Hold on. We spoiler alerts. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. We really should preface this.
There's a link in the description below.
Yeah, go watch it if you haven't yet. Just hit pause on this, go do it, and then come back and we'll talk about it more. But yes.
Yeah, some of the things you'll see both of Chris's daughters singing a solo. You will see your kid as a superhero, sort of.
Actually, all of our kids were involved. Ezra was in tech, and all of my kids were involved either in front of the stage or behind the stage or beside the stage.
It was good. And so many of our kids that are in our church and in our community, they just all did a really great job. So
absolutely.
It was really awesome for me to also have some of our friends who had never been to Lakeview come and join.
That's right.
Because they wanted to see Karis, doing her thing, and it was really good.
Yeah, it was really fun. So check out the link below. But afterwards, Chris, you kind of brought a challenge. It's always neat to see how you kind of use that play to play into your
clever
your challenge for us, biblical challenge. So can you just give us a brief, summary or synopsis?
Sure. Well, I think first off, the challenge is always whenever we preach, we're preaching to ourselves first.
Yep.
And certainly there's always, almost every Christmas, a point where I get a little Scroogey. I'm like, forget it, just bah humbug, right? And I don't want to have anything to do with
We haven't heard that at all yet this year.
No, I know, right? Anyways, but more than that, I think the thing that we all need to remember is, in a way that keeps Jesus the central focus of our Christmas traditions and celebration, but to remember why all of that stuff is there. Why do we do all of that? And it could be a whole series on this is why but without getting into those weeds, just to kind of understand that every aspect of our Christmas traditions, from the cookies we bake to the songs we sing to the decorations we put out, they have an opportunity to direct us to something more than just and so let's say use the nativity figures as an example, right? We have in our house many of them,
many manger scenes. One year and
I don't
do that too.
Totally. I couldn't even begin off the top of my head to count them. I maybe could have this morning gone around and done that, but then the thing that happens is we put up our tree and it explodes with even more because we have many ornaments that are themselves.
Oh, you have a hanging manger scene. Oh, cool. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
Sure. No, I'll let you keep thinking. There's only one. Anyway, there's too many to count. Anyways, but why? Why? Because they're cute? Well, maybe for some people that's all it is. It's just, those angels, they're kind of cute. But actually, it's a reminder, oh no, there was people who went searching for Jesus. There was, you had the shepherds be the ones who proclaimed the good news.
Yeah.
You have this woman who said yes to God, and this man who said yes to God, and it forever changed the course of their lives. And all of that tells the story in its own way if we let it.
Yeah.
And when I think about through how am I going to, for the next generation and the generation after that, because eventually they're going to leave my house, are they, what symbols in their life help them navigate and tell the story? Because in another way we could look at them is they're all like little stars that direct us to something else if we let it. And that's part of even the story of the Magi, right? They saw a star, they let it navigate. So we cut out cookies that are shaped like whatever, we bring greenery into the house. Why? Because it smells nice and looks cool? Okay. Or because it reminds us of the everlasting love of God. And the extents to which Jesus went.
Yeah.
And are we telling those stories along with our decorations? Are we telling those stories along? Like, you can sing Jingle Bells all you want, nothing wrong with Jingle Bells, but there's songs with meaning and significance, and do we take the time to really just soak in that?
That makes me think about even the way that you open, the way that you're like, I can't believe we're here already.
Yeah.
Right? And we always sometimes have this initial gut reaction of, oh, it's too soon. Too soon for Christmas, too soon for Christmas songs the day after Remembrance Day, or right? Like we talked about that.
I'm sorry, but I
27th.
like it. I think it's
remember that was our sermon on the 27th was like, it feels like
you're right.
And then we go to Costco and we see Christmas stuff, in August, right?
Exactly where I was going to
that's a
make
little
fun
fun,
of that.
but
Can we take that and also realize, like, we have 5 Sundays of Advent often?
Yeah.
Because I think the whole point of even what you're saying, and even part of the reason behind all that, is because it's a season of consideration.
Yeah.
It's not we just slammed it down in the middle of the calendar and then we move on. Like sometimes we get to a birthday, right? You just, it's a birthday, it's another day, whatever, you move on. And yet it seems like with this, there's consideration. There's thinking about, okay, what does this mean? How does this challenge me? That's why I think there is those specific thoughts of, faith, peace, hope, love, joy, right? All of those things that are necessary for us to consider why Christ came, why the Magi came, why Christ went to, or the angels went to shepherds, right? Like all of those things for us to even be considering about, because I think we need that time. So maybe even the challenge for us too is like, when we see all the decorations go into Costco in August or around, wherever in August, maybe that's also the beginning for us to start saying, okay, consider God gave his son, even in August. Consider, the light of the world, God with us in the middle of September, right? Instead of like begrudging all the way along.
No,
Too soon.
I say, well, hey, one of the things that just kind of jumps to mind is that Mary had 9 months of Advent. And we are trying to do it more efficiently in 4 weeks, right?
Yeah.
And in 1 month. And so, she carried that child a long time.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's something we actually really try to do every Sunday is proclaim the gift of Jesus, right? Like the beauty, the wonder of this infinite God who made himself one of us, like what an amazing thing. We can think of it Sunday after Sunday, and hopefully every day for individually and with our families, because he's infinite. We can never grasp it. So yeah. Well, we hope that you go back and take a watch, and looking forward, we're looking for this Sunday is our fourth. Is it the fourth Sunday of? Yeah, the fourth Sunday of Advent, and then Christmas Eve is the night before Christmas Eve is our service. So the December 23rd. That's Friday night. Do you want to tell us any more about that at all?
Yeah, it's an evening gathering of sharing in music and the word and carols and consideration again,
Yeah, exactly.
and in community.
Yeah. So that'll be December 23rd, and then December 25th is Sunday. Sunday morning. So we'll gather together at 10 o'clock as usual, and it might look a little different, and you might just look forward to that with expectancy that God will be doing something, and we join in, and we're excited about what He is going to do. So, yeah, and then just one more thing that we have to let you know is that that week between Christmas and New Year's, we're going to have a little bit different office hours. We're going to be kind of in and out as pastors and stuff, but the office will be open on Thursday, December 29th. So if you need to come in and see us at the office, try to make it that December 29th on Thursday. Otherwise, you can let one of us know that you can't make it that day, and we'll figure that out. But just want you to know that that's the day that we will for sure be around the office, December 29th.
So coffee will be on. If you're just like, hey, I need something to do, I want to hang out with people. Sure, come on by, come say hi.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. But so we're excited. We look forward to, right now, downstairs, we're up in the youth room, downstairs in the main auditorium, and in the fellowship hall, there's the Gifts of Hope happening, and so that's really been neat. I was able to be a little bit of a part of it. We've all been a little bit of a part of it, and we've helped set up, and we've prayed with people, and we've helped people shop, and it's just really neat. People really, really love it. So
I absolutely wish everybody in our church was able to have been here yesterday about 12:30.
Oh.
It was
a beautiful moment.
I think if I could challenge our church with one thing, I'd love to see the 23rd even busier than it was yesterday at 12:30.
Right. Yeah.
Because we had the Warriors downstairs packing food hampers. Mm-hmm. We had Gifts of Hope in full swing.
Yeah.
We had the school was doing a Christmas concert. Our parking lot looked like a Costco parking lot.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. It was awesome in all the ways. I was just marveling in the foyer going, thank you, Lord, that we're able to serve our community without reservation. Like, we don't have to worry about whether or not we have the way to do it. We have the way to do it. We have this parking lot, if nothing else, but we also have a building that is meeting all of our needs.
And we're using it for
absolutely. It was just a lot of beautiful stuff was going on yesterday. It was really cool.
It was, and it was really cool because these Warriors are what? They're like, I don't know, late teens?
Children. They're absolutely
they're great though. They
16 to 19.
I had like 4 or 5 of them come up to me and say, "Thank you so much."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, thank you. You're packing these hampers for people." But they just really were recognizing that this was something special.
And more than that, because many of them had been out with the Salvation Army ringing bells at Kettles,
right?
And then for them to kind of see, and with the the leadership of the Salvation Army being here yesterday, we're able to kind of walk some of them through and say, "Hey guys, you went and did that so that we can do this." And it was like those light bulb moments were just going off, and it was kind of fun just to be, hey, I had nothing to do with it really. I'm just standing on the outside watching and going, this is really cool.
Yeah.
It was.
And I think that's the praise God moment of like, it kind of just dropped into our lap of all of these things just coming together, and we can just say thanks God for using this as a tool.
And this is expectancy, right? Like, let's expect God to do something and then take advantage when He does. And these were dropped in our lap Warriors many years ago.
Yeah,
we took advantage of that. The Gifts of Hope last year. What else is God going to bring our way that we can take advantage of and bless, our community? Blessed to be a blessing was
absolutely. But you know where it actually starts?
I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah, I know that sounds vaguely familiar. You know what? I don't want to toot our own horn too loud, but you know where it starts? By building relationships outside of our walls, outside of Lakeview, and with no expectation. Just hey, brother, how you doing? Hey, sister, we're so glad we're all part of the same kingdom here. We're all serving the same risen Lord, and then being available to listen. You know? And so it's it's a good reminder that really good things happen when we build relationships.
Yeah. Yeah, and just love each other, right? Like bless, not to get something back, but just to bless. And it's amazing how you get more back when you do it that way, right? And
Absolutely.
so, yeah, that's a theme I think we should probably just every summer preach on, right? Blessed to be a blessing. That's pretty awesome. But anyways, we are very blessed, and we want to be a blessing. And if you're part of Lakeview, you can be happy that we are blessing our neighborhood right now. And we just encourage you to be expectant that God will have opportunities for you to bless your neighbors. And man, we're just excited for the things that we still have looking forward to during this Christmas season. And then we have a whole new year, right? 2023, that sounds so weird, doesn't it? But have a whole new year to look forward to what God's going to do. So
We should wrap this up before we start remixing Disney songs.
yeah, okay, on that note, we bless you and look forward to what's next. So God bless you. Have a great week.